everyone, I'm rpggamer16. Not only is it almost the end of the year, but it's also the end of a decade. So today I'd like to talk about my thoughts on 2019, my favorite game of the year, and my plans for 2020. I wasn't very active this year because a lot happened. If you don't follow me on Twitter, I'll talk about it here. I went back to school to study for a degree in business. Since I'm working on this goal, I've been slowing down on streaming and making videos. So I won't be as active on YouTube and Twitch in 2020. This doesn't mean I won't ever make a video again. I'll put up a random multiplayer video once in a while or any fun video ideas I have in mind. I'm also thinking of doing something different. More informative videos, like where I give my thoughts on some of my favorite video games, for example, share tips and tricks on fighting game characters, or even share my thoughts on recent video game news. If you like this idea, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you'd be interested in seeing what I do on my channel. Anyway, let's begin the part where I talk about the games of 2019 I played, what I love about them, what I don't like about them, and reveal my favorite game of 2019. Started off very strong for me this year. After 14 years of waiting, we finally got one of the most anticipated games of the year, Kingdom Hearts 3. We finally get to see the end of the Darkseeker saga, the end of Sora's adventure, and the end of an incredibly memorable journey. Was it worth the wait? It was to me. I will warn you that you're pretty much required to know the story and lore of past Kingdom Hearts games to know what the heck is going on. But 3 does a pretty good job of giving you some context to what happened in the past, but you still miss out on a lot of important backstory. I followed this series since the beginning, and because of that, it made the experience mean so much to me. The fights between the characters, the epic moments, and heartwarming reunions had me in tears and satisfied. Like the things I hoped would happen for so long happened. While some loose ends have been tied, sadly not everything got some good closure, and the final act especially felt so rushed. We may be getting more story stuff in Kingdom Hearts Reminded coming out in January, but I wish they could have done more on this release. My favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts 3 has to be the combat. It blends the best of every combat system that came up with, and delivers a fun, fast, light show of magic, keyblades, hammers, Disney park rides, and a lot more. Sora can switch between 3 different keyblades during battle, and that opens up lots of awesome combos and tricks. Full motion returns, giving him great mobility to explore the huge, gorgeous Disney worlds. Even though it's not as OP as Dream Drop Distance, it works great, especially the air dash mechanic against enemies. Put it to fantastic music, Disney worlds that look super close to their original source material, and add fun gummy submissions, Kingdom Hearts 3 felt like a constant live show with an orchestra playing in the background. Overall, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a great, memorable game despite its story falling so near the end. I look forward to Reminded hopefully filling the gaps.
Tension 上げていきましょうね。まずは基本姿勢です。右足を下げ、体の向き右斜め45度。右手顎の横、左手顔の前。前、後ろでリズム取ります。1、2、1、2、前、後ろ、前、後ろ。このリズムで動いていきます。せーの。
Fitness boxing is a rhythm-based exercise simulator. I played this for a good chunk of the year, and it was a pretty fun experience. Fitness boxing provides many kinds of workouts to give you cardio and mild strength training for your whole body. It has 2 difficulty settings, it keeps track of your progress, it has a big list of workouts that you can do if you want to aim for 3 stars in every workout, you can play with another player, and it rewards you with items to customize your trainer. I did the 30-day challenge, and thanks to that and a good diet, I lost weight and felt my stamina improved. This game does the job well in training you to be more fit and agile if you're into that kind of game. Not every motion works well though. It has trouble recognizing some motions, like steps and ducks. It has a lackluster song list too. You can easily turn it off and play your own music. Fitness boxing overall is a good game to work out to if you own a Nintendo Switch.
はい、OK です。それでは一度呼吸を整えましょう。いい感じで動けてますね。
That will work. I'm eager to start.
All right, let's go!
Team Sonic Racing is a racing game that ditches the Sega characters and makes this a pure Sonic racing game. It looked like a fun, fast racing game when I first saw the trailers. Then when I got my hands on it and started playing, I enjoyed it. It's got the Sonic characters we know and love, it's fast, it has nice courses, it has an outstanding soundtrack thanks to Crust 40 and Seone returning. It has nice customization options, and the team-based mechanics are well implemented. You can ride your teammates' slipstreams to get a boost in speed and slingshot closer to them. You can pass items to each other, and you can use the superpower of teamwork to activate the super boost and blow your enemies away. There's an adventure mode too, where you do a variety of missions and races while going through a cheesy, childish story. It's good, but not the best adventure mode I've played. This is an enjoyable game, but I wish that the online stuff could have gotten more support. I played the online mode and I had matchmaking problems, disconnections, game modes freezing, and loading problems. Ever since this game got released, it hasn't gotten a single patch to fix it up, or even events to keep the game going. It's sad because I really enjoyed Team Sonic Racing. Then a certain Bandicoot shows up and changed things.
Fasten your seatbelts for a Beanox recreation!
Remember Crash Team Racing? Well, it's back and full of nitro fuel. A remake of the original, this Crash game brings back the fast, skill-based racing game I loved and made it even better. We got more characters, more racetracks from Crash Nitro Kart, monthly Grand Prix, tons of skins and car customization items, an adventure mode with an adjustable difficulty setting, and it keeps on growing. This is a racing game done right. I love the cast of characters' updated look, I love playing online with friends, I love the remastered music, I love customizing everything I do, and I love how Activision keeps it alive by giving us Grand Prix events. I just wish that they would do something to polish its occasional bugs, track glitches that help some players cheat to win, the menu pop-ins, its occasional soft locks, and loading times. If they could iron out the bugs, then Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel would be even better. I played this on Nintendo Switch, so I wouldn't know if the other versions suffer from these problems. Unpolished design aside, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel is my favorite multiplayer game this year. Keep it up, Activision, you are doing Naughty Dog proud. Fire Emblem 3 Houses is the most recent game in the Fire Emblem series. After some time sticking with the 3DS, this series returns to consoles. This time around, there are 3 different story arcs, and you play as a professor for one of 3 houses and train a group of students to prepare for war. It does a lot differently. There's a calendar system, and you can choose to explore the monastery you work with, build a bond with your classmates, host seminars, or go to battle. The real-time strategy system feels like a return to old Fire Emblem games with nice modern touches. Battles feel just as intense as each move you make puts you a step closer to certain victory or defeat. Mechanics like the battalion, new magic spells, new abilities, divine pulse, and the flexibility in character classes gives you a lot of freedom to customize your army and help out newcomers. There's still the option to play on hard classic mode for your hardcore players as well. I enjoyed the story too. The first 12 chapters are very similar for all 3 paths. However, once you passed it, that's where you get to see how the 3 storylines are different from each other. I played the Golden Deer route so far, and I loved it. I don't know much about the other 2 routes, but I bet they were great too. The storylines are great, the music is fantastic, gameplay is tons of fun, and the replay value is fantastic. Fire Emblem 3 Houses is another awesome game that came out this year. Astral Chain, developed by Platinum Games, produced by Nintendo. This was one of my most anticipated games this year, and when I finally got to it, it was amazing. Astral Chain focuses on Nuon, a special police task force who are investigating mysterious creatures who reside in the astral plane. You can play as one of its officers, who controls a group of powerful beings called Legions. This is where the combat mechanics come in. You control 5 different types of Legions and work in conjunction with them, delivering awesome looking attacks, team attacks, combos, and other techniques you gradually learn as you play the game. You're not as powerful as other Platinum protagonists, but I love the focus on teamwork for this game. Astral Chain is not just focused on combat though. You also travel to different parts of the world to investigate cases, help citizens, clean up streets, and overall be an officer to help people and stop bad guys. They're pretty nice breaks from the action and helps give you more to do than just fight. This makes Astral Chain one of the longest games I played by them, which was surprising. Platinum Games was never one to focus on story, so it's not a big deal to me that the narrative isn't the strongest aspect. It has its good moments, but it's not the most well-crafted story they've done. What's more important is if the game is fun or not, and boy it sure is. Astral Chain is one of Platinum's best games this decade, and I can't wait to see what they do next. I know Dragon Quest XI released back in 2017, but not only was this the first Dragon Quest game I've ever played, but I played the Definitive Edition, which added more to it, so for this reason, I'm adding this game to the list. Dragon Quest is a long-running JRPG series that for some reason I never thought to play, until I saw Hero in Smash Ultimate and got curious. I'm really glad I did. Once I started playing, I got hooked. 11's got a beautiful world to explore, tons of fun characters, awesome looking monsters to fight, tons of items to collect, minigames to enjoy, monsters to ride, side quests to partake in, and so much more. I haven't been this engrossed in an RPG in a long time. The battle system especially felt like old school fun, like a return to form, and a great example of how fun turn-based combat can still be. It's not easy either. I got my butt kicked plenty of times before I could figure out how I should have prepared myself beforehand. Story-wise, it's really good too. I enjoyed the character interactions a lot, and I never get tired of the classic light versus darkness plot. What really surprised me though is the game's third act. I won't say what happens, but it really made me happy how one thing can make a big difference in what happens to the world. I loved Dragon Quest XI. It felt like the start of a new journey for me, as I now have the desire to play the other Dragon Quest games when I can. I strongly recommend giving this game a go. Pokemon Sword, the latest installment of the long-running Pokemon series, is here. Its journey to development had its ups and downs, but despite that, it's here and I really enjoyed it. They did a great job putting a lot into this Pokemon game. The Galar region looks great. I love the wild area and all the Pokemon we can catch. It's a great way to give us a lot of options on catching and training Pokemon before we even go to our first gym. The new Pokemon look awesome. The inspirations and the designs are striking, and the way they move and interact with things are a joy to watch. I like how they experimented with new type combinations as well. There's 400 Pokemon to catch and train. It may not be every Pokemon, but it would have taken so much time to animate and balance every Pokemon anyway, so I'd rather take what we can get than demand for more. We got a huge variety of Pokemon anyway, so the Pokemon that we did get are nice. My favorite thing about Pokemon is playing and interacting with them at the Pokemon camps. Their animations and interactions with others is just adorable. Battling and traveling through the Galar region was great too. Gym challenges were a lot of fun and extravagant, the characters are cool, and the overall plot was pretty good. Not the best Pokemon has done, but I enjoyed it. What really makes this fun for me was teaming up with others to fight Dynamax Pokemon in Dynamax raid battles. Gigantamax is a great mechanic they added, combining Mega Evolution and Z-moves to turn fights into Kaiju battles. Overall, Pokemon Sword and Shield are great Pokemon games and a great introduction to Generation 8. That's all the games I played in 2019. I also got Ring Fit Adventure, but at the time of this video, I haven't gotten far enough to have an opinion on the game, so I'm leaving that out. Anyway, time for the big reveal. It was a hard choice, but I decided on this game as my favorite game this year because of how much I loved playing it, something that was hard for me to stop playing because of how much fun it was. My pick for my favorite game of 2019 is Dragon Quest XI.